What's up, boys? Today I'm going to check out the Major Point 7 update to Swarm Grinder. They've added a ton of new abilities, a dash gadget, and they've also rebalanced the difficulties a bit. So let's just go with the basic dude here and go in and see how it is now. So we've got a dash now on space. Swarm Grinder, you want to spawn a bunch of enemies because all of your weapons require fuel to use. And you get more fuel as you're killing enemies, so you have to kill at a certain rate to keep it going. Let's see what this unknown thing is. Railgun, bullets that can pierce through enemies. And every, or almost every upgrade increases your fuel consumption. So you've got to sort of balance how fast you're moving with all of your weapons and stuff. So let's go to some more objectives over here. I guess I should check out how the dash thing works. Pretty big dash. See what upgrade we got here. Let's find some more unidentified stuff. 20% active skill damage, so that affects both my guns. That would be pretty helpful. I do kind of dislike how you can't really see the upgrades, so sometimes just to identify stuff you have to sort of mess up your run and get something bad in order to do that, but oh well. Got Cleaver, Lucky Charm, Railgun. Let's see what this thing does. Global crit chance plus 8%, and it can eventually add features to crit hits, and it doesn't have a fuel consumption increase, so that seems pretty good to get later on. Go for some more of these upgrade thingies. So there are some little pylon type things around the map that you can get a small buff near as well, but I think I'm fine for now. So Cleaver, Feather Blades, or I can identify something else. Pacemaker, upgrade to health and fuel. Okay, that will make it a lot easier to sustain fuel now. That's not terrible, I guess. Although it's more of a conservative thing if you're not really spawning a lot of enemies. Oh yeah, there's one other thing where if you get a lot of fuel, I believe it overcharges you and gives you a damage increase. Let's see what this thing does. Elite enemies and bosses, first time you hit an enemy, or global, what does global count? I guess it probably increases the bullets you fire? Let's check that out. I think the little eggs like that are some sort of meta progression. Go ahead and look for some more upgrades. My AoE does seem a little bit light currently. I should probably make sure I kill this thing though. Yeah, it looks like I got some of the red meta currency. Let's grab a little more on the Gatling gun. Magazine size by 50%. Attack speed and cooldown. Crit chance. I believe at the start it said something about every shot from the Gatling gun does more damage than the last. So getting a much larger magazine size so it can ramp up more sounds kind of cool to me here. Go ahead and dash out of there, try to line them up with the railgun shots. I'm not sure what that thing is. Railgun, Gatling gun, Lucky Charm. Let's get some more crit-based stuff here. The next damage has 1.5 times crit damage. Rapid fire skills crit chance. So that works on both of my weapons. That seems pretty good. Looks like we got some exploded boys coming now, so I have to be careful with that. Looks like they don't drop much either. Gets a bit more meta progression over here. Gatling, Railgun, let's get a bit more Gatling. Damage increases by 5% with every shot, so that would scale up even more with every shot. But having a balance on every attack sounds really nice to help with the AoE clear as well. My AoE does feel pretty limited, so I think I'm taking that one. Dash out of there after I spawn a bunch. Maybe I can pull them into whatever this buff area is now to help out with that. Got a little bit of meta progression over here as well, since I don't have much of that yet. That would be pretty helpful for me. Gatling, Lucky, Arsenal. Let's see some more luck stuff. Every skill, each 1% crit chance increases attack speed by 1%. That sounds very strong. Blade, nope. Crit damage is not bad. But that sounds like a lot of extra scaling as I increase my crit chance throughout the run. Try and grab the meta over here. Got some ranged charge guys now, it looks like. So I guess as you progress throughout the mission, you get more enemy types as well. That's kind of cool. Let's dash out of those guys. Definitely could use a bit more AoE. I can probably do a bit better with lining them up for the railgun as well. Not sure what the big red drill is. That's a lot of guys. Railgun, Arsenal, or Pacemaker. Let's grab some railgun and see if we can get some better AoE stuff. Create an explosion when the Pierce runs out. Sounds pretty good. Pierce count by 25% or magazine size. I think I like the AoE sounding thing to help out in that front. Got some type of burrowing looking guy over there, it looks like. Yeah, watch out for that circle. Dash out of there. Try and keep the fuel high for the damage boost. Gatling, Pacemaker, or Arsenal. Let's grab a bit more on the Gatling, I think, here. 5% every shot sounds cool. Ricochet increases the explosion chance or attack speed and cooldown. I think I like that to go with the base effect, where the damage massively ramps up as it shoots. That'll give me some decent single target damage to help with these beefy guys as well. I'm gonna go see what this arrow is, some sort of screw thing. Dash out of that. Looks like I might have multiple of those guys now. Or no, that was just the one. There are some smaller ones that look like him, though. Try and get to some more upgrades. So I guess there's no real experience system. You're just maintaining your HP and fuel by killing stuff, and then all of the upgrades come from these drills that you break out. Stash out of that. I could really use some more pickup radius though. Railgun, I have some pretty good crit scaling. Let's get some more there. Rapid fire is quite good. So let's get that. The crit chance is also giving me the attack speed scaling, so that sounds great. Dash out of that. Got a buff over here. Damage station could be pretty helpful. If I can stay in it, but there's a lot of stuff here. Pull them back into the damage station. The elite's finally almost dead. Looks like you get a bit of meta currency from him, and maybe that was an upgrade. Looks like there's more than normal here. Grab another lucky charm. Blade, no crit damage. I'm not sure what my maximum fuel is, so I'm not sure which of these is better, but some crit damage is pretty good. Arsenal, pacemaker, railgun. Let's grab the railgun. Explosion damage by 10% per shot. Attack speed. Magazine size, but I reduced the pierce count. So the base magazine size is 6, so a decent amount of attack speed sounds pretty good there. And then I have this also. Each count, the cooldown of the skill is decreased by 2%. Global hit interval. I don't really know what that is. Global pierce count by 1 sounds pretty useful. Although it looks like it doesn't apply to the minigun. Going to 8 to 9 doesn't actually sound that useful, and it has a lot of fuel, so I think I'm gonna grab this, which is I think the reload speed. Try and get a huge horde and kite them around so the railgun explosions do work. Got some decent meta progression over here. Need to refill my fuel a bit first though. See if I can finish the upgrades off over here and get a bit more meta. Railgun, Gatling gun. Let's see if we can get some more ricochets or something here. Magazine size and range would be pretty good. Explosion chance for every ricochet count. But I only have 1, so that would be pretty bad. Let's grab the magazine size and range. Sounds pretty good for what I'm doing with the ramping damage per shot. Trigger all those and then dash out. Double Gatling gun, ricochet, crit chance, attack speed, and cooldown. I feel like this is really good with the attack speed that increases with my crit as well. And I also have some bonus crit damage to go with that. And then even more crit chance to scale that up. Got a buff up here, cooldown station. Probably not quite as useful as damage, but still helps with all these guys spawning right now. The spawning mechanic of this game is really cool. I love how you can basically choose how difficult you want the game to be and how fast you want to go. See what the arsenal thing has here. Global count, damage for elite and enemies, first time you hit an enemy. I guess whatever that does. Dash out of those guys, take quite a bit of damage. Try and clear them out a bit. Probably spawn some more now. Head up to the upgrade over here. Stand in the cooldown station now to help burn them down a bit. dash out of the explodey boys. Arsenal, pacemaker, let's get the luck thing. Seems to be some pretty good stuff there. Crit damage, crit damage. Let's grab a bit more there. The minigun's getting pretty high crit chance, so that's pretty good. Looks like there's only one upgrade thing that I'm seeing on the map right now. Try and get enough here to finish that off, but kind of surrounded right now. Pacemaker, Gatling, let's get a bit more Gatling. Damage by 1.5 while below 50%. Global ricochet count. Twice with 40% angle? These both sound really good, but shooting twice just sounds insane. It does improve or lower the cooldown a bit, but that should be insane as I get some more ricochets for it. Let's see, have one upgrade, now there's two on the map. Try and get enough spawn to get this thing finished off. More lucky charm, sure. Crit damage. There we go, now there's a bunch of them on the map. Lucky charm, let's keep going there. Crit with rapid fire skills have 25% chance to refill the current magazine. That sounds insane with the ramping damage per shot that I have on the minigun. That also sounds very nice. Crit refills fuel. For more area, I don't think that would help very much for like line projectile shots. Might be cool with some blade skills. But I'm gonna grab that for the huge ramping damage I have. Now the maximum damage for the minigun should be pretty insane. And as I scale up my crit chance higher, it could be even more ridiculous. Got a damage station, that should be pretty helpful here. More lucky charm. Crit damage for fuel. Sounds the most useful to me out of these ones. I want to get some more upgrades to the guns themselves now. I've been getting a lot of global stuff with the lucky charms. But I do need some base damage to scale off of. So let's grab the Gatling gun here, ricochet, explosion. Rapid fire damage sounds pretty strong. at 50%. That's a lot of guys. Peacemaker, Lucky Charm. Let's go the Railgun here. Attack speed and damage seems pretty insane. Explosion damage per shot. First and last bullets based on missing fuel. Those both seem insane to me. I think I'm going to go with that one first. Get the meta progression over here. Got a damage station here, that could be pretty helpful. Pacemaker, Arsenal, let's go the Gatling gun. Ricochet count sounds kind of bad, but maybe the Ricochet 3 will be more helpful to me. I actually don't remember when the boss spawns. I think there's some sort of objective you have to do for that. It's been a while since I've played this. Railgun, let's grab the Gatling gun. That's got some pretty big upgrades, so another Ricochet up to 2 now. That's a pretty big increase to the AoE damage at least. And increases the explosion damage, I think, a little bit. Either that or the chance on it. So a lot of synergistic upgrades so far. Let's grab the railgun here. Global attack speed, explosion damage. Seeking power. I think this sounds pretty good now with how fast and how many shots I can do. It does reset on the cast, but when I get the crits, I'm refilling some of my ammo, so that can probably ramp up pretty high here. Might try and grab some of the meta over here since that's pretty close to a damage station. I'm not sure what these little things that aren't marked on the map are. Maybe they're areas that I already got the upgrade for and they laid more eggs near them or something? Not sure. Spawn a huge horde here and then dash out and AoE them down. Lucky Charm, Railgun. Let's grab a little bit more lucky. More crit damage for every fuel. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of stuff for me to look for on the map currently. New map unlocked. Cool, cool, cool. Damage station, if I can stay in here, will be pretty helpful. Especially with such a large horde. Railgun, pacemaker, let's check this. Global attack speed, explosion damage, pierce count. But I kind of don't want that many pierces because the explosion happens at the end of that. Let's grab the big global attack speed here. I want some pierces, but not so many that it like pierces through all of them and then never explodes, basically, I think. So that might be the boss now, with the red arrow. That's a lot of stuff. So I need to break him out, it looks like. I'm not really sure. He just keeps regressing for some reason. I guess maybe I need to kill stuff on top of him. Alright, let's spawn some more stuff and lure that in then. Am I killing it too fast that I can't even summon him? There we go. Okay, so tentacles on the ground. A lot of enemies. Lots of damage areas. I have no idea what that huge green circle is. Try and get my HP back up. I'm super slow for some reason. Probably shouldn't waste the HP if I don't need it yet. I do need a bunch of fuel though. There we go. New map to check out. I discovered a bunch of upgrades, although there's still a bunch more I need to discover. Probably have enough meta to get some more upgrades there. I can't seem to open whatever the garage is. So I've got 117 max HP movement. I would like some more regen, but that's kind of expensive. Trigger range, max fuel, fuel consumption and overcharge, knockback distance, explosive, burn chance. There's multiple pages. That's the one that's over here though. Huh? Oh, I guess it just moves 2 over. Magazine size, crit chance, attack speed. Launcher-based stuff. Some big damage and count there, wow, but that's extremely expensive. I'll probably try a blade build here, so I might grab some stuff here. How do I... Oh, you have to hold on that. And then you can put one in here. Grab some damage, and then that's all I can get there. Let's get a little bit of health maybe. So I don't just die. Then I'll try the second dude, who is double cleaver damage on the tip of it, extra area and global damage. And let's check out the new map here. I guess I'll try whatever this thing is. It seems like it spawns stuff more quickly, so that might be helpful if you have good AoE. Not sure what those big pods are, and I can't... Oh, I have to press space to actually spawn stuff. That honestly seems kind of annoying. I think I'd rather just have the passive thing, to be honest. so let's start that with the other gadget. So, Butcher, third map, get the other thing that passively spawns stuff, and it lets you dash as well. Vortex Blade, Mortar Arsenal. I'm not really sure what any of these are. Whirling blades towards the closest enemy, damage in an area, and then returns. Okay, that looks kind of annoying. Huge poison areas on the ground. Grab another Vortex Blade. Pulls nearby enemies. Explosion chance. Hit interval. Sure. Cleaver, don't know what that is. Let's grab some upgrades here. Area would be pretty good. 4 minutes after this upgrade, count increases by 1. So you'll want to get that pretty early, and it is pretty early. Oh, it heals them. Okay, it doesn't actually hurt me. That's slightly less annoying. Let's see what this is. Detonator. Active explosion chance. So I guess I'm exploding blades build now. If it was damage to me, then there would just be like these huge areas I couldn't move through, but now they're just a little bit tankier. That's not too bad. I seem to be taking a lot of damage and not getting much healing though. Huge explosion, explosive skills damage, active skills explosion chance. That will go well with the other thing I just got, I think, making that a bit more likely to happen. Oh, maybe it does deal damage to me actually. But I'm not really healing from these hearts. What's going on? Is this guy bugged? I'm getting like 0 healing from any of the pickups. Dash out of that. I'm just getting 0 healing. What? Pacemaker, that one's survivability based, so I'll probably need some stuff there. Yeah, it does sound like I'm taking damage on that area actually, but it's not showing any damage, so I'm not exactly sure. I should probably just avoid them. Oh, that's a lot of explodey boys. Go with the damage station. Let's grab some cleaver. Maybe I can improve the area on it. That can be earned from this upgrade is now 4. I can get that later on, but I don't think it'll help me much currently. I think I'm gonna go the cooldown because I could really use some more AoE damage currently, it seems like. More consistency. Oh, my dash got stuck on the egg thing there. I guess out of these I would take the explosive thing. I just can't kill anything as this guy. What is going on? Active skills explosion chance sounds pretty good. If I can get the explosion chance pretty high, then maybe I can kill stuff. Dash out of there. My damage feels non-existent, and my healing feels non-existent. I don't know what's going on with this guy. But I can't do anything. Cooldown, counts. Let's get that for a bit more AoE. And I'm just dead, I can't even do anything. What is going on? I'll try the other map and see if it was just something strange going on with that map. Let's try that again on the first map. See if that feels any different. Something felt really strange on that run though. I just wasn't doing anything. I don't know if it's this character or the map or what. Cleaver, sure. First count of Cleaver's damage and area increases based on fuel. Let's grab this so that the count ramps up. Pacemaker, Arsenal, go for a little bit more Cleaver. Blades damage, sure. That will be pretty good if I get some other blade skills. Homing missile. Let's grab the feather blade so I have another blade. Shoots blades at nearby enemies. Lucky Charm, Vortex Blades. Let's grab a more blade. I'll go the blade build. Torch, Detonator, Pacemaker. The Detonator had some cool sounding stuff, so I'll try that again. And that adds an explosion chance to all my actives, I think. So we've got Pacemaker, Mortar, Vortex, grab that. All blade skills area. Burn, Vortex. That sounds nice since I do have 3 blades to go with that. This guy just doesn't seem to be getting any healing compared to the other one. Like, I'm not really taking hits, I'm just not really getting any healing either. Cleaver, Torch, Lucky Charm. Let's go with all the blade stuff. Blade's damage is pretty good for all of my weapons. Like, nothing is really getting close to me, I'm just not healing any. Try and grab all of this stuff while I can. Cleaver, Mortar. Cleaver sounds good. Blade damage would be great. That affects all of my weapons. Dash out of those guys. See what we got here. Arsenal, Mortar, Homing Missile. I definitely don't want like projectile based stuff for all the blades. Active skill plus 20% is fine. Dash out of the Explodey Boys. Looks like we've got an elite here to watch out for. Featherblade, sure. Cooldown and ricochet sounds pretty good. Area duration. That actually would help with the other explosion thing I have, but the ricochet and cooldown sounds too good to pass up. Dash out of that. Try and get the HP. The healing still feels extremely low for this guy. Got some more blade stuff. Count, cleaver, area. Let's go here since I got that pretty early. I should be able to fully use that at some point. Dash out of that. Could probably use some more area on my blade skills if I have that available anywhere. Cleaver, vortex. Let's grab a bit more vortex. Blade skills area, there we go. Try and grab all the HP here. Dash out of that. Trying to hit the elite with the outer edge of the blades as well for the bonus damage. Feather blades, cleaver. Grab a little bit more feather blades here. Increases global ricochet based on cooldown, crit chance, explosion. Let's check out this and try to get a lot of cooldown on it, I think. Sounds pretty cool. Vortex blades. All blade skills area sounds pretty nice. Arsenal. Damage, first hit, or global duration. That affects 2 of my blades, so that could be pretty good. Let's try that out. These don't seem that exciting. Dash out of those guys after I spawn a bunch. Trying to funnel them in for the AoE. Cleaver, feather. Grab some cleaver. No longer a limit. Area. I don't know that I'm going to be going long enough for that to really do anything, so let's grab some area. Or actually, let's check some rerolls. Count, cooldown, area. That should be pretty good. But I do have a lot of count coming from the other things, so maybe cooldown is a bit better overall. Since they'll multiply by each other instead of just adding on top. Cleaver, feather blades, cooldown, explosion chance, area, and duration. I'm not sure what the duration does. but I can get it extremely high. Try and get a few more upgrades and then maybe go for the boss. I think there was something that unlocks if you can win in under 15 minutes, so I'd like to try and go for that. Feather blades, sure. Cooldown, explosion. Land crit damage increases by 5% per second. Well, they have a really long duration, so that could help. Except I have no crit boost, so maybe it won't. Never got the lucky charm on this run. Or I never took it, rather, when it was available. I was too focused on getting all the blades. Feather blades. Area and duration. Oh, I can get crit chance on there. That would be helpful to go with the ramping crit damage. Cleaver, feather blades. Grab the cleaver here. Global cooldown. Blades area. Huh. Spins an extra for every count. I should have a lot of count from the ramping thing. Cleaver, vortex blades. Let's grab the cleaver again. Cooldown. Sure. Try and grab all the droppables. Really feels like you could use a bit more pickup radius in this game. Feels like there's a lot of backtracking just to grab the fuel and health drops. Detonator, explosive skills, nope. That will work on everything since they're all active at least. Give them a base explosion chance. Feather blades, area and duration, sure. And another one, area and duration cooldown. Move towards character after duration is over, and they deal double damage. That sounds pretty cool. Vortex Cleaver. Grab a bit more Cleaver, I suppose. Global cooldown and area sounds quite nice. I thought I was supposed to be able to find the boss after getting those 3 key things, but I guess not. Not sure exactly what triggers it. Arsenal, Cleaver, Feather Blades, crit chance, cooldown. Grab that since the crit damage should be ramping up pretty high with how long they last. Arsenal, Vortex, Feather Blades, cooldown, crit chance. Again, I'm kind of just like slowly rotting down without really even getting hit because there's so little healing. I'm backtracking for all the healing I can get, but it's just so small. Vortex Blades, see what we got there. Hit interval, explosion. Let's go with the pull in and see how that works. Could be bad, could be good, who knows. Seems to be helping a bit at least. Vortex, Feather, let's check another here. Full power is increased for every second, sounds kind of interesting. Try and grab all the hearts to make sure I'm not leaving any behind. Yeah, I just don't know how to spawn the boss, I guess. Last time it just showed on the minimap once he was ready. But I'm not sure how you'd spawn him in under 15 minutes. Maybe you need a certain number of upgrades or something? Vortex Blades. Pull power and pull area sounds kind of funny. Dash out of there, that's a lot of chunky boys. So there's the boss, but it's already 15 minutes, so there's no chance I can even get that unlock. Doubles full range, full power, increased area, but you do a lot less damage because there's only one of them. That sounds kind of bad. Every explosion increases the duration, sounds interesting. Might want to grab some more detonator stuff for that. So the boss didn't even spawn until 15 minutes here. That duration increase seems kind of crazy though, they're just staying on the ground now. There he goes, and the tentacles coming out. Dash out of that. Try to avoid the charges here if I can. A little bit hard to hit him on a melee build, it seems like. But the blades that stick on the ground last a pretty long time, so if I can get a bunch of those down, it should slowly whittle him down. That did a lot of damage randomly. Dash out of that. Maybe if I stay away when those spawn, I can avoid the damage. There we go. Only blades as active skills. Felt a bit weaker than the other build, but it was kind of cool. The pull effect actually seemed pretty strong as I increased the duration there. I don't really have very much meta currency. Probably just take some global upgrades like health or fuel-based stuff, especially for the cheap stuff. Could I refund the blade stuff to do different builds? Okay, so you can at least freely respec, that's nice. Apparently I had one over here that I forgot to even put in. Oops. Wait, no, that's just the refund thing. Can you refund that? No, I accidentally put a second level in it by right-clicking. But it says decrease. So that looks to be a small bug there. It says you buy it by pressing left click, but I right-clicked it to try and refund it and it bought one. So now I'm all in on blades, I guess. So yeah, that's the Swarm Grinder major update. Pretty cool little game. I love the mechanic where you can spawn as many enemies as you want. Kind of fast-paced since you have to keep going to get the fuel. If you liked the video, toss me a like or a subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.